G'day and welcome back to RC Model Reviews, another not so weekly news for February. And calendar time, here we go. Here's Luca's calendar, and for February, and they're still short of Y's where Luca comes from, but there it is, look at that. Some lovely gliders with smoke on the tips. Woohoo! Lovely, lovely. Very nice. And the Australian Met Service calendar, and this is cumulonimbus clouds. Does it say where? Over Port Lincoln. There you go, look at that. Ooh, lovely, yes. Damn sight better than the weather we've had here. I've got to tell you, I'm sweating like a pig today because it's been raining solidly for 2 days and now the sun came out, so it's so humid. Oh man, sweating. And you can probably see the sweat stains on my, look at this. Yeah, under my man boobs, we're all sweaty, yuck. So yeah, so it's really hot and I've just been moving stuff around, tidying up, so haven't been exactly stressing out, but the weather, it's absolute rubbish. But on the weekend, fortunately, last weekend, there were a lot of model jets here. I put a lot of those videos up on my XJet channel. There's more to come. So if you're interested in RC jets or just, you know, the hobby, go and have a look on my XJet channel. You'll find plenty of videos there to look at. And while I'm busy plugging my XJet channel, I should tell you the RC Model Reviews, not so weekly news, is designed to tell you about what's happening around here and what you can expect coming up and what's gone wrong and what's gone right and so forth. More of a look into the RC Model Reviews side of things. But on my XJet channel, I've been trialing a vlog in which I look at the whole industry, the regulations, products and so forth. And I'm just about to do another one of those, and some interesting stuff in there, including the death of an RC legend. A company that has been around for yonks is winding up. That's going to potentially leave people in the lurch. Big company, well, not a big company, but their products have had a huge impact on many people in the hobby. So you need to go and look at the XJet channel, subscribe to it, and then when that vlog comes out, you'll know about it. So there you go. Probably most of you already subscribed, but just in case you didn't know, I'm letting you know. Now, what's coming up? I did promise a look at this, the Horus. Now, still haven't heard back. Actually, I tell a lie. In my last vlog, I talked about the new Tyrannus QX7, XQ7, whatever, the new little white or black transmitter they're making, which looks really nice. And I said, mistakenly, it was 7 channels. I didn't have much information to go on. This was before they were actually in the hands of people. And I thought, oh, maybe they're doing a 7 channel. But no, it's Free Sky wrote me back or emailed me and said, no, it's a 16 channel radio. So I'm correcting that. But I haven't heard anything else from Free Sky. I emailed them and said, can you please tell me what differs between this, which was a test version of the Horus, and the actual production version? No reply. I also asked for some other information. No reply. So I don't know. I'm out of favour perhaps because I didn't love this as much as I love my Tyrannus. But I will be tearing it down, taking a look with remembering that it is a beta test, a pre-launch model. So the stuff that I show you may not be indicative totally of what people will be buying today. But we'll rip it apart, take it to pieces on the bench. You'll see what's inside, and I'll try and explain to you what the various pieces do and how well they do it and how well it's made, and whether I'd have made the same design decisions. Because I mentioned in my last vlog on the XJet channel that I don't know that Horus is the right direction, certainly for a lot of people in the hobby. It's bigger, it's heavier, it's more of a neck strap radio. I think a lot of people, especially with mini quads now, and even FPV wings and things, they're going for lighter, luggable, something you can throw in a backpack without breaking off all the switches and sticks and things. That's what they're looking for. And everyone said, oh, look at the Turnigy, whatever it is, you know, the one that they've done like a PlayStation thing. And I will be looking at that. It's interesting again. I haven't heard from Hobby King for a long time. Maybe I just said too many bad things about their products because I seem to be off their Christmas card list. Oh dear, how sad. Never mind. Yeah, but I will be looking at that Turnigy product, which is the PlayStation Night transmitter. I think that could be really good. The only downside for me is that it uses the Fly Sky RF system. Now the Free Sky, so confusing, Free Sky, Fly Sky, the Tyrannus type 2.4 gig system is one of the best in the world. It leads the rest of the pack quite, and I did this in my first reviews of the Free Sky system. I said, wow, this is a kick-ass 2.4 gig system. And I was right. It is still a kick-ass 2.4 gig system. The Fly Sky, as you'll see if you go and look at the review I did of the i6, it's nowhere near as good in terms of its use of the 2.4 gig band. So I would rather put my money or risk my models to the Free Sky than the Fly Sky. Because when it comes to the crunch, when you need that last 5% to save your model, the Free Sky's got it, the Fly Sky doesn't. Okay, and the Fly Sky's fine for most people flying sport models all over the place. That's fine. I wouldn't use it in the same models I'd use the Free Sky. It's just not quite good enough for things like jets, large gas planes. People will probably be using it in those applications, but I wouldn't use it in a jet or a large gas plane or a really, really fast plane, because I don't believe, oh, well, I believe in those applications you need every bit of resilience you can get. And that's where the FreeSky comes in. So there you go. So I still say nice things about FreeSky, even though they hate me now. But as I say, a little handheld, small radio, manufactured in a way that the switches aren't going to get knocked and broken. I believe that the Turnigy system has a little cover that hinges up really, really great. So since I criticize everybody, or positively and negatively, I'm thinking maybe I will sit down and design a radio and throw it open to you people to put suggestions. What do you think would be good for a radio? I'm going to do a video on that very shortly, in which I'll go over what I think are the important aspects of a modern 2.4 gig radio system, what I would like to see, how I'd go about doing that if I was designing a radio, and then I'd like you guys to chime in and put your 2 cents in. And maybe between the lot of us, we can come up with something that's really kind of good, and maybe the manufacturers will say, "Ooh, we should make that." Who knows? I'm not going to make a bean out of it, but maybe if we all end up with a better radio, that'd be really good. Because to be honest, I don't like this. And to be honest, the Tyrannus and the new Tyrannus are not really good backpacking radios, because too many bits to break off. They're not really designed for backpacking. Having said that, I love my Tyrannus to bits. I've got 2, remember? And I fixed the other one. I should have done a video on that, but I've got 2 working Tyranni, and I wouldn't swap them for the world. Now, there is a fixed wing Friday due today, but because of the weather, there's no show of me doing that. Not one show on earth. But I am working on a couple of fixed wing models out there. I've got the TBRC flying wing, which is going together. So another flying wing. It's these wings. FPV wings seem to be like so big now, and I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get a whole lot of comments saying, "Oh, we've had enough of flying wings. We want some multi-rotors." Because as soon as something becomes the fad du jour, everybody jumps on the bandwagon. There's so many of the models around, you get a bit bored with it after a while, don't you? But I'm sure not many people are totally bored with flying wings yet. And so there'll be that flying wing. Got some other stuff coming. There was the Chinese New Year. I forgot to warn you about it. Sorry, but it's becoming less and less relevant every year. It seems to get shorter. The Chinese companies are keen to get the product out there, so they, let a skeleton staff on. So it's not the big, 1 month stop that it used to be. It's just a few weeks now, and they get back into gear pretty quickly. So now that the Chinese New Year's over, I'm expecting some stuff to arrive fairly soon, which will be reviewed when it gets here. Now, other things, the summer here has been such a letdown. I'm so disappointed. Stuff I wanted to review, and I've been waiting for the time to review it, or the weather to review it, just haven't had it. And I've had to squeeze in what I can into the limited number. We had, I think, on total, maybe 5 good flying days this summer. Honestly, really. It's just been that bad. It's been so windy. And then, of course, on the really good days, we've got other events here, so I can't fly. Like the Model Jet meeting last weekend, I wasn't able to fly until all those people had gone home, and then it was all cloudy and overcast and horrible. So, yeah, and it's rained since then. It's continuously. So there you go. Not here to grizzle. So there you go. And also I'll be doing a Q&A. Now, everyone's doing Q&A, right? Ask a question and I'll answer it. So in the comments section of this video, if you want to ask a question of RC model reviews, of me, whatever, put a question in there, and I'll do another video perhaps after the weekend just answering those questions. This will be the Q, and then I'll do the A's on Monday. There you go. Try that. See if that works for you. And in the meantime, I'm still sweating like a pig. I might have to go home and have a cold shower. It's so bad, but I've got to finish some tidying up first. You always hear that, don't you? You wouldn't believe how quickly things get messy around here. I don't know how that happens. Anyway, thank you for watching. In the meantime, it's time for me to get back to the rubbish bag and the cleaning up, and I'll spot you later. Bye for now.